Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special little episode of Party Bonus, the sketch comedy podcast where indie writers come together and try and flex their comedy muscles for a little bit of improv. My name is Zach Ellenberger.
And my name is Dev Sullivan.
And thank you so much for coming back and joining us. We got a little special one for you guys. Since we don't have our third host, Sean is out busy doing the music thing, doing all kinds of wonderful things right now. So while we're working on other stuff, we're just out here to have a good time and keep the party going. So we're here to do a little bit of riffage, a little bit of party bonus riffage, I like to call it. Riffraff, I don't know, whatever you call it. Herein lies its own vote of what shall we call our riff sessions between episodes, because we'll still be doing episodes. We're still alive and we're still here.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It has been a minute for us, that is for sure. 2025 has been off to a what the fuck start for everyone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Busy as shit.
Yeah, it is, as of recording, March 9th, 2025, and it shows no signs of slowing.
And my seatbelt is getting tight. I'll tell you, it is out of control.
Yep. Oh, I've already got an airbag in my face. It's bad.
So crazy, those coyotes are just getting closer and closer. They're coming in, encroaching on your area over there.
Yeah. I put some chicken wire beneath the fence so nobody digs underneath it. I don't know how high a coyote can jump. There's also been hawks and owls too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mother Nature's
like
real pissy.
Yeah, like I love my dogs to death, but they're just so edible to every predator. I did get them those cool coyote vests though with the spikes on them. I get a lot of compliments about that from people. Some lady pulled her car to the side of the road just to say she liked the vests.
Hell yeah. A little bit of Mad Max action for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also talked to like this crazy guy who said he liked it and then somehow got on a conversation about how he's part animal or something. And I was like, all right. He's like, can you jumpstart my car? And I'm like, sure. And then I walked away and didn't go jumpstart his car.
Oh my god.
Just forgot about him for the rest of the day.
Or some shit.
I don't even know. Like, I honestly think he was just kind of crazy. Yeah. Well, my dogs didn't want to, like, my dogs were getting bad vibes off of him too. And he's just like, they can probably sense that I'm like part animal. I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever.
He's like, I am part animal. Either that or I'm not bathed in over a week.
He kind of looked like he had he was clearly living out of his car, which was one of those mid-2000s Scion XBs, the really cube ones. I don't know how this thing is still running 20 years later. But it is, and he's living out of it, so cool. Good cars.
Yeah, I was gonna say that says a lot for the brand of car.
Yeah. No, they were my stepdad had one. They were a good car. His lasted him a long time. So.
Damn, that's wild. Anyways, Let me ask you this: since we normally do these in our regular episodes, I figure we can do it while we do our little riffages here. What is your party bonus in this moment of time? If you were to consider time as real, what is your party bonus in this moment of time? Putting you on the spot.
Am I allowed to talk about cannabis? If not, that's okay. I have a different one. Okay.
Well, let's talk about drugs. Let's talk about that good green, that sticky.
I found the goodest green, my dude. So I went to the dispensary. They had a deal running I managed to get almost $200 worth of weed for only $60. So already that's great. It gets better. I bought some stuff. It was local. It's like Sonoran sherbet something. They grow it in Tempe. I opened the jar of this stuff, and it doesn't even smell like weed. It smells like rose petals and orange zest. It was like the most like fragrant. It smells really good is the thing. It smells like a nice tea.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Every time I smoke this stuff, it gives me like it's so different than any other indica because I feel like I'm connected to the strings of the universe. Like I feel like I'm locked in. Like the
I'm Rowdy's marionette, and I'm getting
no,
played
but
like
that's just it.
Pinocchio,
Like
man.
it literally turns me into that kind of fucking philosopher because I was like typing frantically in one of my Discord servers, like, guys, I figured out how evolution selects for intrusive thoughts. I figured out what their purpose is. And then, like a few nights earlier, I was like, "How many prodigal chess players were born and died before chess was even invented?" Like, it's like you can see string theory, man. Like, this
I can
shit's on
see
a
science
whole other
playing out
level.
in front of me as I move
I
and
know.
exist. That's great.
Yeah, something about it is just like a very particularly magical flavor of weed, I guess.
Yeah. I don't get to smoke the cannabis, the leaf so much anymore, so I don't get hit with that kind of sense anymore. But with the pen, it's definitely more in like the taste. You get so much more of the taste in it, but normally I feel like it ends up getting you knocked out a lot easier with just one hit. But that's usually uh, my weapon of choice when it comes to the cannabis.
Yeah, I used to have a vape, but my tolerance got too high. So
That is the one downside of it, because if you smoke pens a lot, you'll find that you'll be smoking a lot more, just exponentially over time until you're like, oh my god, I just bought this and now it's already gone.
yeah,
And the times that I
I
switch back over to like smoking leaf though, and it's just like you get it's such a different high out of it that you're just like,
yeah,
I really miss this.
yeah, yeah. No, I think the flower is good. I like that it's more natural. You know, I'm kind of a hippie, so
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's funny that we mentioned drugs because obviously we're all big fans of drugs here at the Party Bonus, or otherwise it would not be a proper party. You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
I've been we're like the Immanuel Kant of drug support over here. I think it was Kant. It was like just give them all their drugs, right? I think it was Immanuel Kant.
One
Not
of them.
important.
If not Kant, then it was Marx.
I'm a big fan of history. And it's funny, I was reading of some history the other day, and it kind of came across the use of drugs in like warfare, which is always such a wild concept. But I mean, obviously, when you think of like drugs in war, you think of like you had like the Viking berserkers who used to take mushrooms before they went into battle and like trip their balls off.
Hell
But you
yeah.
also had like, if you think about, well, there was the Romans and their wine. So the Romans always had their jugs of wine with them. That was like one of their big rations, but their wine was so strong that they actually had to dilute it with water. Otherwise, it would like pretty much kill them if they drank it straight. So, like Romans and wine were like the 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 two that just went together. But you also
Right.
think of like the Nazis were pretty much all meth heads. So
Not surprising in the slightest.
yeah, and this is like so at one point throughout the war, the Germans started distributing a drug called Pervitin, which was methamphetamine, and it was essentially a drug to help the soldiers, the German soldiers, stay awake on the front line and help them feel invincible in battle. And if
Right,
anyone,
Turbo Adderall.
yeah, exactly. So these guys were pretty much cracked down on crystal meth on the front lines of the war, and fucking.
That's so interesting. It's always meth.
Yeah, dude, meth. That's meth. Damn.
But it
That's
just
a
like it
hard
makes
drug.
it makes people so mean. Like, I don't know what it is.
I always think, I always think of the scene of from Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. If you've ever seen that
I haven't
movie,
heard of it.
I know you're not. No, it's a parody movie of John C. Riley, and it kind of makes fun of the Johnny Cash movie Walk the Line, as well as like
Oh,
Ray
okay. Yeah.
and other music dramas about famous musicians. And there's a scene where like he's kind of a Johnny Cash type character, and he's going through this dark period late in his career where he's kind of like declining, and he's been on like heavy drugs and hallucinogens for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And he's in the studio trying to record like his magnum opus, and he's trying to like reconcile with his wife in the moment, and they finally like come to this like sincere moment that they trade, and he like throws a pill in his mouth real quick, and she's like, "What was that?" And he was like, "Gum." And she was like, "What did you just put in your mouth, dude?" He's like, "It's PCP." Starts going nuts, and he strips down naked into his underwear and goes running through the town, and like is on top of a building like like he's invincible. And I always get that image when it comes to meth heads and crystal meth, because it's like, it's the same reaction, right? I mean, I don't really know, I never took either, but
Yeah.
like it.
No. I don't stay away from it. Like I stay away from the chemical shit, man.
Right. No,
And
absolutely.
I've said it at this point already, but I am a bit of a
The
hippie.
plants in the earth.
Yeah, exactly. Meth does not grow on trees.
Yes. Meth does not grow on trees. If it did, that would be weird. Really weird.
A fun fact about mushrooms is that you can't extract any of the like the psilocybin or anything like that in its pure form, because it requires the compounds in the mushroom, the other organic compounds, to even like process it properly and basically to keep it from killing you. It's really weird, but you have to have like the whole mushroom pretty much. You can't just pull the chemicals out of it. So
Interesting.
cool.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Huh.
The last time I took shrooms, I had an out-of-body experience, and I wrote that experience into my book.
Nice. Nice. That's what a writer does.
Yeah, man.
I used to when I was in college, one of my roommates used to grow mushrooms, and I was his guinea pig. And so I would like, whenever he finished a batch, I would get like a free half-eighth or whatever, and he'd be like, "Could you try these out for me and let me know how these go?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I never did like a lot of shrooms. I mean, obviously I had a roommate that grew shrooms. I did shrooms a few times, but I never did them like a lot in a single sitting, because I am a very anxious person and just paranoid, so anything more than like the basic amount and I'm like freaking out. But
yeah, that's fair.
yeah. Probably like a
First
normal
time.
human. I don't know. But yeah, that was I wouldn't say a great time, but it was a time. It was a time.
I told myself I wasn't, like, the first time I tried shrooms, I told myself I wasn't gonna be the stereotypical high guy, And then I I take them, I start eating a sandwich. Like 5 minutes later, I'm halfway through the sandwich and they hit. And I just freeze, and then I like put the sandwich down, and I like roll onto my back, and I like, and I just did that for like what felt like 10 minutes. It was probably shorter because of the time.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to be the stereotype, and then the moment it hits, I'm just...
Yeah. That's like, when it comes to taking drugs, I feel like there's one goal that you have in mind. At least for me, it was like, when you take a drug, your goal is to not be that stereotype. And maybe it's just because I am like a high functioning ADHD person, or I'm just like high functioning in general, but it's just like the one and only time I ever took acid was unplanned, which is never a good thing. You should definitely plan when you do acid. It was a Saturday, sitting in my house in college, and some kid I knew at the time texted me. He's like, "You want to do some acid today?" And I was just kind of sitting around, already hungover for the day. And I was like, I don't know if I should do that. Okay, sure. And so fast forward to like 6-7 hours later, and we've already gone out and around the town. We just decided to walk around, like we're gonna like check out the campus and see some weird shit, which we did. And then we came back, and we were hanging out in my living room. My roommate came home, and he was like, "Hey guys, why don't you meet my parents?" Who came walking in. And I was just like, huh? And like floated to my feet and walked over and was just like, "Are we shaking hands right now? Because I'm pretty sure your arm and my arm are the same arm. And who are you again?" And it was like, and it was funny because, I mean, they were like cool, hip parents. So they obviously looked at me and they were just like, "Cool, yeah, you're having a good time." And I was just like, "Don't know what you're talking about. I'm good. I'm straight. Just a little drunk, maybe a little high. Yeah. I'm not. Nope, I'm not seeing anything." And I mean, it was a cool time. It was the only time I ever did acid, because I was always very skeptical of doing acid, because that was the one that was just like, that might be pushing it a little too far for someone like me, because I'll end up like accidentally killing myself doing something absolutely stupid. But yeah, you know, high functioning when it comes to trying to be around people and fighting that stereotype.
Yeah.
That was my moment. It's like, hey, don't be that stereotype. And I failed. I failed miserably.
I think psychedelics just turn you into that. They turn on some switch in your brain that just makes you like that. Really do. Yeah. Anywho, I don't know, man. Listen, we talked a little bit about, in one of our previous episodes, it'll eventually come out at some point. Yeah, it'll come out someday.
A little mysterious character that's appearing in the world today, in this crazy world we call the U.S., and his name is Honky Bob. Yeah. And who is Honky Bob, you might ask? It's a great question. He's the new Uncle Sam, and he's a terrible, terrible man. And so
he's Uncle Sam if Uncle Sam was going to a Korn concert.
He's Uncle Sam if Uncle Sam was MAGA-induced, Korn-loving.
Oh, no. Five Finger Death Punch. He'd be into Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah. Big hate breed fan.
Yeah. Yep.
Just gym shorts, hoodie, walking around everywhere, just like shoulders out. Yeah.
Yep. A sleeveless hoodie. I love that.
Yeah. So Honky Bob. He's just like, he's he's the model for like the shitty American nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, he's got like the baseball visors, the wife beater, the fingerless gloves, sick, huge beer belly. You know, mullet, maybe a gold chain around his neck. I don't know. Just sleazy as fuck.
I think we gave him like a neon vape too, or something like that.
rips a neon green jewel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, in light of that, we're going to do a little bit of gaming. We're going to game a little bit, because why not? We're both.
Why the fuck not, man?
Yeah, we're both avid gamers, specifically in the realm of a Skyrim.
The classic, yes.
So, we're going to play a little Skyrim. And we're going to create our own Honky Bob in Skyrim.
Honky Bob, Dragonborn.
Honky Bob the Dragonborn, the American Dragonborn. Wake up. You've been out for a while, man.
I want to continue that, but I don't even know how. Because I know, like, the first line.
Yeah. I can't. It's. You never. I know. It's just that first line that's just so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was marketing Fever Dreams, I took that panel that that like screenshot of Rayloff saying, "Hey, you're finally awake," and then I put in the Antlerman. I just added for the 14th time.
I think I remember seeing that, and I chuckled.
Yeah.
I definitely chuckled. What is this thing doing?
I've got terminal Skyrim brain rot. This game is going to be 14 years old this year, and I'm still obsessed.
Isn't that wild? I just saw something that they were re-releasing it with updated graphics or something.
Oh, for what, like the 10th, 11th time now?
Right. I a VR headset one day, and I want to play VR Skyrim and shit my pants, because I would shit my pants doing VR in Skyrim, because that to me is just terrifying. That would be terrifying. The fucking some of those levels and being actually in it.
Fighting a dragon in VR would be fucking sick. I mean, it's terrifying, but like really cool.
Yeah. Or what's the level with all the other realm, the other dimension shit with the mask of what's his name?
Are you thinking of this? No, the Shivering Isles is that's a
no.
Blackreach? No. It's Sheogorath's the Daedric Prince.
Yeah, and there's those fucking like monsters, those like just Lovecraftian looking monsters. Shit, I can't remember what the fucking name of that is.
Oh, maybe it's the DLC, Dragonborn DLC.
No, it's in the actual Skyrim. But I will find it, and I will understand it.
Near encyclopedic knowledge of Skyrim, and I'm still running into something I can't.
I know, right? Some people know everything about Lord of the Rings. Dev knows everything about Skyrim.
That's the wild thing about Elder Scrolls, though, is that I don't. Like, there's no Elder Scrolls lore master, because there's so much lore in Elder Scrolls that you just have to, like, pick a specialty. And, like, there's certain things about the game that you'll generally know, like, if you're in the fandom, but, like, you know, I haven't explored, like, every little corner. I don't think I've been to every location. There's always a possibility I've missed one. You know?
Right. No, that's my obsession with whenever I end up playing Skyrim. It's just like I need to like clear the whole map. Like like before I even like actually get started on the missions, like I need to like go then adventure and clear everything and be like, okay, there's something I know I did not find last time. I gotta find it.
Here's my funny Skyrim story. It is gonna get a little personal, but I promise it's funny. So, have you played the Thieves Guild quest line?
Yes.
And you know what the twist is? Where Mercer Frey stabs you in the back?
Yes, I vaguely remember that.
Right, so it's an infuriating moment. Like, just immediately, you're just like, I want to fucking murder this guy.
Right.
So,
can I just murder him right off the bat next time? Yes,
Yeah. So, like, I had just broken up with my ex a couple of weeks earlier, who used to live with me. And I just, like, I knew they were going to take the Xbox. I just knew it. So I wanted to play as much Skyrim as I could, and I hadn't done the Thieves Guild quest line yet. It's like 5 a.m. I get to that part, right, where I get stabbed in the back.
Oh, man.
And I'm so angry. And I immediately want to, like, murder Mercer, right? Like, I want to go hunt him down and kill him. But I'm like, it's 5 a.m. I'm still in college. I've got class in the morning. I have to go to sleep. Next fucking day, my ex shows up and takes the Xbox.
No!
So, yeah. And the TV and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, so that that was gone. And I thought, like, because I didn't have the money for a new Xbox or anything, I thought I was never going to play Skyrim again, and that was going to be my last memory of it.
Dude, I would straight fucking cry. Is what I would do. I would cry.
I did. I mean, my ex stole a bunch of my furniture, so I got back by stealing their copy of Skyrim. And I ended up, somebody else gave me an Xbox they didn't want anymore, and I somehow came across a TV as well, so I ended up finally getting to kill that motherfucker. Nice. But then I got to the end, and I was like, oh shit, actually he's kind of right, isn't he?
Oh,
I mean, he's not, but, like, kinda.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's the two jokes that I make frequently is Mercer Frey was kind of right, and then
Mercer Frey was right.
Mercer Frey is kind of an incel.
Dude, he's such an incel.
Yeah,
he is such
biggest incel in the game.
He is, man.
Yeah, he's like super sexist. I say this all the time, but, like, the way he talks about Carlia is he'll call her, like, a vixen or a minx or whatever, or, like, as if she's some kind of evil seductress. And it's just, like, you don't call someone a vixen if you haven't thought about fucking them at least once. Like, this guy's fucking gross. He's an incel.
Oh, Jesus. That's great. Alrighty. Let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Taking a swing at this right off the bat.
I watched a speed run at GDQ a couple of years ago, where, as a joke, somebody in a speed run for a different game, during a part where the screen blacks out, they added in a little thing where it's like fades in and says, "Hey, you're finally awake."
Nice.
In the middle of the speed run, everybody in the audience cracked up, and then the original game they were playing continued, but it was funny.
All right. We're in Skyrim. We're playing some Skyrim, peeps.
Playing some scrim.
We're scrimping in the Skyrim. Here it is. Bethesda Game Studios
I haven't sit through this opening in years.
presents
Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
What's up,
The
bro?
line, he's gonna say the line.
Huh?
Come on, do it, say it, Rayloff, say it.
Look at me and say it. Say it with your eyes.
There's no way, did this game bug out? Come on, there's no way.
It takes so long. I thought it was like, oh.
Hey, you.
There it is.
You trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that.
Did you ever see that Twitter thread
Same as us.
about
And that
one of the
thief over
game
there.
developers who worked on this opening cutscene?
I don't think so.
They were talking about how, for whatever reason, for every once in a while with the cart moving, the cart would just like fucking yeet itself into the air, just like spin out uncontrollably.
I've seen that.
And it would kill the player character, and they didn't know why this was happening. So there's a very long thread explaining all of the stuff that like this person couldn't figure out. It took them ages, and they had to rewatch this scene over and over and over again. But also, apparently the reason it was spinning out is because of the collision settings on bees in the game. There was like a collision issue, and so every once in a while a bee would fly in front of the cart, and it caused it to just fly out into the stratosphere.
Wow, that's hilarious. Yeah,
there's some fun glitches in Skyrim.
I would imagine becoming a gaming game creator would become like the most frustrating thing to still want to play games when you're just like, because I can imagine that happens so often where they're just like, there's one tiny little thing in a scene that like for whatever reason keeps throwing everything out of whack, and it's just like spending weeks and weeks on one single issue. I feel like is probably a lot more common than one might think.
Yeah, especially because there's a lot of crunch at Bethesda. Like, I feel like that would be, like, if I die and go to hell, it's going to be this cart ride for eternity.
Right?
You know? But, like, once I get to the chopping block, there's no dragon. It just, my head gets chopped off, the screen fades to black, and then it fades up and hey, you're finally awake.
That's exactly it.
I actually have a mug that it's one of those ones that changes with heat, like you pour something hot into it and it reveals the image underneath it. I have that, but the image underneath it is, hey, you're finally awake.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us. We're not rebels.
Over dramatic Swedish accents on some of these characters.
I know. It's wild.
Yeah, but then some of them don't have accents either, so it's like, what are we even doing here?
What are we doing, guys?
One at a time.
Empire loves their damn
Ulfric.
Ulfric Stormcloak.
Hi.
Yes, Hadvar. This is the one the fandom thirsts over, apparently. This Imperial guy you talked to.
Oh.
Oh, here he goes. Oh no,
sucker.
Archers!
Ooh.
Rip.
Got him. Got him good. Yes, sir. I'm stepping forward. It's a great question. All right, ladies and
Honky
gentlemen,
Bob.
what are we? Are we a kitty?
I really do think Honky Bob would be a Nord. Right? Like, he's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, he's relatively racist. So he definitely believes he's the superior race.
Yeah,
And
he's also like a nationalist because his Stormcloaks are Skyrim nationalists.
Yeah, it
So-
can't be Redguard. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
So definitely not Imperial. And he's definitely not. Yeah, definitely not Britain. Arconian.
Yeah.
He's a
I just don't
fucking
think
lizard.
he'd be smart enough to use magic. I'm already thinking about builds at this point.
Yeah.
But like,
So
he's not smart enough to use magic. He would be smart enough to use like a big hammer or
Yes.
something.
He would use big smashing weapons.
Yeah.
He's male. He is he's so white. White as can be. Come on now.
Oh.
Thank you. He like look at him glistening in the light, in the sunlight. He's so white. He's
Oily.
he's so oily.
Pasty.
That is not fat. Come on, bro. That's not
that's
weight.
just like more muscle mass.
I know, it just gives him more muscle mass. That's cheating. I'm gonna make him like a bit slim because he's the kind of dude that's fat around the waist and not the actual
Right.
shoulders. His complexion.
I mean, is it going to be a dirty guy? Is it going to be an old guy?
He's definitely not. He definitely doesn't look good. He doesn't
Yeah.
have any kind of skin regimen. That looks like that would be Honky Bob for sure.
Yeah. He's got that suntan.
Sunken eyes and just he's dirty.
His whole face is all sunburnt.
Right, exactly. If
Because
only
he's so pasty, he sunburns easily.
so pasty. Dirt color. Dirty as shit.
Nasty.
Nasty ass,
rat.
dirty as shit. He's got. I feel like he got scars from doing something stupid, but he pretends like he's tough. He got it from doing something tough.
Yeah. Yeah, he absolutely does.
Like,
Gets a
I
scar
got
from,
these
like,
in a
hitting
bad
his head
battle.
on a-
In real life, he actually got this from his kitty.
Yeah, or like he bumped into a cabinet or something and it was on the corner
Ah,
like,
fuck.
in his forehead or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got that in a mosh pit at a Slipknot concert. I got in a fight with a dude who's twice my size.
Yeah, man,
and
I'm
I
pretty
won.
hard, you know.
Yeah, so I guess you could say I'm pretty hardcore.
I didn't trip and fall drunk one time and hit the pavement or anything. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Fucking war paint.
I
Yeah,
feel like if Honky Bob had a Skyrim character, his Skyrim character would have war paint.
yeah, he would be like the dude who stormed the Capitol with the horns.
Oh yeah, the Viking guy.
Yeah, or whatever they call him, the shaman or
the
whatever.
Shaman, something shaman.
Dumb shit,
Yeah.
and he would look like a football player, like this one. He would
Yeah.
draw it on like a football player. All right, guys,
Yeah.
just like John Madden said, we got to get the ball in the end zone so we can score points and win the game.
I
Color.
don't really know how football works.
You just got to put the ball in the end zone. That's all. That's it.
I read a Tumblr post today about like it was like this particular strategy that only the Eagles are able to use, where they'll just grab one of their guys, like if they're close to the end zone, they'll just grab one of the guys and give him the ball and then like fucking throw him. Just throw him over everybody else. And like like other teams have tried to replicate this strategy and they can't. For whatever reason, only the Eagles can do this. Only they can make it work.
Whoa, look at that dick nose.
Ugh.
That's a big ass nose.
That's fucking brutal.
Jesus.
Can you imagine having that kind of nose?
Look at the bridge on that thing. That's a fucking beak. He's definitely got
It's
a big
box
ass.
cutter.
He's definitely got a dick nose. Like this is pretty.
Yeah.
This is pretty penis like. Looks a bit like a penis. Nose height,
Yeah.
real high up.
Oh, that's bad to look at. The other one's bad too. Those suck.
Big ass penis of a nose.
Yeah, give him like a thick schlong right on his face.
All right, jutting right out, really jutting out there.
Yep.
They call him
Like
Pecker for
he's
a
told
reason.
a couple of lies.
One too many lies. He's got a big jaw. He's got a weak jaw.
What does that even do?
It raises the back end of his jaw here.
Cool.
Yeah, so it
Some of
does
these
like
sliders, I don't know
nothing.
why they have them.
It's ridiculous. It's got overbite, underbite. No, it's just jaw forward. That's stupid. That's stupid.
At some point, I'll have to send you that video of that guy who played and completed Skyrim without walking. You can break this game in so many fun ways, but
I imagine.
yeah, what he eventually did, it started out and he just had to like punch and like a certain attack would make him walk a few steps, and it was like agonizingly slow. And then by the end of it, he was using this exploit where he did like a whirlwind sprint shout and ate some netch jelly at the same time, and the first effect on that is paralysis. So he's paralyzing himself and then flinging himself across the map. Just
Whoa.
through the air. And it's very funny to look at.
Those eyes are weird.
Oh yeah.
Those
I
eyes are
like that.
weird. That's creepy.
Ugh.
That is so
Now he's
creepy.
a creepypasta.
Yeah. That's why he wears glasses, because he's like creepypasta with his eyes. So they're like, oh, you can't look at us, bro.
They're
He's
all
got
bugged out.
he's got one fucked up eye. Yeah.
Right.
That's definitely
he,
Honky Bob.
When he tripped and when he was drunk and knocked his head on the cabinet, it also tore open his eye.
Everything on his face is just like melting.
Yeah. He's like an alien now.
My face.
That's not. I don't even think that's that's like Honky Bob anymore. That's like one of the bug aliens from Men in Black. Just grabbed his skin. Just
Right.
grabbed his skin.
Your skin is hanging off of your bones.
Oh, you want me to play Skyrim? Okay.
You want me to play Skyrim? Okay.
Whoever
This
that
is so
fucking
stupid.
actor was who played that freaking
That was
bug
Vincent
guy in
D'Onofrio.
that movie. Yeah, whoever he is, he's good. Like he played
yeah.
that role so well.
He's the man. He's the guy who actually plays. I know you don't know much about it now, but for everyone else that doesn't, he's the guy who plays Mayor Fisk now on Daredevil.
Oh wait, is
Wilson
that was
Fisk.
him?
Yeah,
Was Wilson Fisk in that?
Mhm.
Oh,
Vincent
know.
D'Onofrio. I'm pretty positive.
Hmm.
Browse, baby. He got some bushy motherfuckers. Wow,
wow, man.
I was on fire. He's
Do
going
we
like.
do we still want his hair to be blonde, or do we want it to be different color?
That's a great question.
This fucking brows, dude. That's brutal.
It would be like, yeah, yeah, fucking Neanderthal looking motherfucker. Yeah. Sloth
Yeah.
love junk.
His forehead is extra thick because he keeps hitting it while he's drunk, and it's made the bones in his forehead thicker.
Right. Full on Neanderthal.
Yeah.
He's got to have a smug look on his face, like that. That's pretty smug looking. He's just like, yep,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, all lives matter. Yeah, yeah. I have a thing or two to say about Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's got the war paint. I think it should be blue, like the thin blue line.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh no, that takes away the smugness. So we're gonna move back up here, and then we're gonna go back and fix the war paint.
If the
Oh, you
UI
fucking
will
thing.
work.
I know, right? Stupid.
I think it's under
God.
head, actually.
Oh, you're probably right. There it is. Yep. Yep. Thin blue line crew. Dicks. Straight dicks. Go back to that weird shape. Smug, happy look.
Oh, did I tell you I almost got in a fight with a guy waving a Trump flag?
Oh no.
I didn't go in with the intention to start a fight. I was at like an anti-Trump rally, and this guy comes in, the most cringe, fucking just waving a giant Trump flag, a really big one, and just like trying to walk through the crowd. And I didn't like that, so I ran up and I tried to stand in front of him to stop him from doing that, and he just kept trying to push through me. And so I had to push back so that I wouldn't fall over, because I had hoped the folks around me would come to my rescue, but apparently not. Like, I thought we could like wall him off, but these people just don't know how to do that, I guess. But yeah, so I ended up having to push back, and it got close to a fight.
Oh no. That's
It didn't,
wild.
again, I wasn't trying to, but like as I was walking away, my mom was like, "You know what that looked like, right?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Well, I'm loving like the underbite he's got going right now.
Oh yeah, ooh, that's brutal.
He's like,
Oh man, that
"Yeah,
sucks to
let
look
me
at.
give you a piece of my mind right now, mister. I'm gonna tell you a thing or two. Don't dip me in shit and tell me I look pretty."
Oh man,
Fucking
he's got to have some kind of
deliverance. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a rat tail in the back?
There's a rat tail in the back. Oh!
Hell yes.
Oh, that
Hell
is-
yeah.
Yeah, that might be it right there. Typical. Pretty basic.
Exquisite. Exquisite.
Exquisite. That's just like a friar haircut. Balding. I know too much about that. We have long hair. We don't want him looking cute. We don't want him attractive. Like
No.
this looks like he cut his own hair. Looks
It's like he had a bad day.
kind of like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. I'll tell you what, man.
A little bit,
I'll tell
yeah.
you what, ding ding. Oh
gotta-
man, that just nails it right there.
Oh yeah, that's with the nasty rat tails on either side.
Yeah. Oh. Woo.
King of the Hill. Remind me, I gotta send you that video of Boomhauer doing Rap God, performing Rap God.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Oh, that bald
This
spot.
this man has seen some winters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do you think with that? Did
I
you
still-
see that guy at a Five Finger Death Punch concert.
Yeah.
Oh man, my favorite band is my favorite Dead Punch, man.
I feel like that's Honky Bob's dad.
Yeah.
That's his
Dale
dad.
Ray Bob.
Yeah.
This is Honky
'Cause
Bob's
their
dad,
last
Dale
name is
Ray.
Bob.
I still think the Rad Tail probably does it. I don't know.
Yeah, the rat tail is kind of like, that's kind of perfect. honestly.
Kaboom! That's what he says. Kaboom! Yep.
Now off to save Tamriel and then defend cops on the internet.
Some cops are good people, you know. Fucking. Ooh.
Brutal.
A little soul patch. Maybe. That's quite
Can you give him,
possible.
like a neck beard.
Oh, like a Lincoln.
Yeah.
I hope so. Oh, dirty,
Oh, that's haunting.
dirty mustache.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm into that.
a real bad handlebar.
Yeah. Like a fucking cop in an 80s movie.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh, it's getting bigger. All right, there's so.
I bet they have those big mutton chops, right?
Boom.
Oh, well, there you go.
There's those. Any neck beards? Neck beards all around anyone? Nope.
Mutton chops are the
neckbeards.
Yeah, mutton chops are the dirty Sanchez mustache.
I'm thinking the dirty Sanchez. I mean, like, come on. Like,
It's pretty awesome.
I don't know why. Like, every video game has that mustache, but like no one on Earth actually has that mustache.
Right.
It's just in every video game for some reason.
It's like the wannabe porn star mustache.
Exactly.
It's either blonde hair or just like dirty brown. I think he would be.
What I mean, I'm open to blonde. I think blonde fits.
Yeah, I think blonde fits. Holy shit. That's Honky Bob. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep, that's him.
Honky Bob.
Horrible to look at.
We're out here to
Quite
make
ugly.
Tamriel great again.
Yeah.
Nord's lives matter. That's right.
He is definitely a Stormcloak for sure.
Oh god, he's a Stormcloak.
Bob. Right, yeah.
Cause
Do all caps.
yeah, cause every incel does all caps. You picked a bad time to come to Skyrim.
What should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the blog.
By all. I'm sorry. At least you'll die here.
Cool, thanks.
Follow the
Cool.
prisoner.
Jeez. All right, let's get some dragons happening, and then I think that'd be a good start to the Honky Bob in Skyrim.
Yeah. Have you seen that mod that turns all the dragons into trains?
No.
Oh yeah, it's I think the title of the mod is Very Useful Dragons. It's a very classic one that replaces all the dragons with trains from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh my god.
And then like Alduin is Thomas, and so in this cutscene right here where he lands on the tower,
You know
instead
what?
it's just a big Thomas the Tank Engine descending on top of it.
I might have seen that actually on TikTok. 'Cause
Probably,
that
yeah. It's a pretty famous
somewhat
mod.
familiar.
I need to install it eventually just because I want to see that with my own eyes. I've seen other people play it, but like I want to experience it. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
There's some good mods out there for Skyrim. There's some weird ones. But
I've not
there's some
done
good ones.
a lot of mod exploring. I was never one for mods.
Yeah, I've found that most of the ones I get are just kind of like improving the meshes and textures, but not a whole lot else. I think I added some new hairstyles too, but for the most part, I just wanted to make the game prettier, but like, I didn't need like too much of the crazy stuff. I did get one that turns the Fus Rodah shout into Shia LaBeouf shouting, "Just do it."
Nice.
I have a couple of joke mods.
That's great.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, I haven't. There's one that I haven't downloaded, but it seems like everybody else does. Where whenever your Dragonborn shouts, instead of like doing the regular shout motion, they like bend over and spread their ass cheeks, and it's just like a giant fart.
That's so great. Hi, Mr. Dragon. Shout.
But yeah, no, people do some fun stuff.
It's all getting crazy.
Right.
Run. He's just so nonchalant about it.
I know. Yeah, these NPCs take a minute to react to stuff, don't they?
I know. Fucking hilarious. Legends.
What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Your hands are bound. Let's do it, bro. Let's go, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then watching Thomas the Tank Engine blast through this part is really funny too.
Whoa! Thomas the Tank Engine breathing fire.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
always
bro.
hilarious.
See the inn on the other side.
Jump through the roof and keep going. I'm jumping, but he's not doing anything.
See, building furniture from IKEA would be so much easier if you had Rayloff telling you what to do.
I know, right?
Can you imagine just like some guy with a heavy Swedish accent just be like, all right, now put the screw here.
I would listen a lot more closely.
Yeah. It'd be nice, like a little bit of ASMR while you're trying to build the furniture.
Right.
Help calm you down since the instructions are so stressful.
Don't hurt me.
I will admit, though, IKEA does have banger meatballs. They're pretty lit, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I hear. I don't know if I've ever had them or not. Stay close to the wall.
You can't control me.
Whoa, Thomas! He's so angry.
Why is he so mad? He finally lost it.
He lost his shit, people.
Yeah, finally lost his mind. There's so many talking trains everywhere.
I'm sick of everyone's
Fucking
shit.
insane. I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm scared.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm scared.
I think about that line so often.
Enter the keep with Hadvar or Ralof. Oh, which ones? I'm going with you, Ralof.
It's interesting. I normally go with Hadvar. I feel like a lot of people do. I rarely see people go with Rayloff.
I don't know if I ever knew there was the option, actually.
Oh yeah, you can go with either. Yeah.
At least I don't remember.
One of them will, by the end of it, one of them will prompt you if you want to join the Legion, or if you go with Rayloff, he'll prompt you if you want to join the Stormcloaks, and that'll start the quest.
We need to get to Sovngarde, brother.
If you follow Hadvar, I don't think you can do this with Rayloff. If you follow Hadvar, he'll lead you into a different room, and there's a glitch where basically you could just grab like a wooden bowl or something and put it up against the wall, and that'll allow you to walk through the wall, and then
shit.
you'll just load back into the level, and all of the enemies will be non-hostile. They'll just be frozen. And so you can just complete the whole level.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. Give me your gear, please. Oh, he's naked.
Holy shit, look at them buns!
Uh-oh.
Items.
Yeah, that is another thing that I have encyclopedic knowledge of, is glitches in Skyrim. There's some good ones.
For walking. That's just what they'll do.
One of the most
Save.
well-known exploits in Skyrim that speedrunners use, one of the most well-known speedrunning exploits just generally, is called horse tilting. It's where you get on a specific horse in Skyrim after you leave Helgen Keep, and you slowly walk it over a ledge until the horse is like vertical, like it's facing the wrong way. And then when you dismount the horse, what that causes is that the game doesn't know how to like animate you dismounting when you're like facing the wrong direction. So instead your character will just fly off into the stratosphere, just like flailing through the air.
Damn.
And then like, because
Look at Honky
speed
Bob
transfers
go.
over saves, basically you can like you can use that to zoom around the map indefinitely.
That's great.
Yeah. Speedruns get crazy, man.
They do.
Speedruns of
well,
Elder
let's turn
Scrolls
this up.
games are pretty crazy too. I think the Morrowind speedrun is like 3 minutes. The Oblivion one I think is somewhere around 5.
Damn.
Yeah, Skyrim I think is 21 minutes is the world record. The Oblivion one is funniest because they apparently just put a door that leads to the final boss of the game somewhere in the map, and so you just have to like
great.
click through a wall to find it.
Yeah, stamina's low, I know. Cool.
Since we're just streaming and chilling, you are welcome to put on God mode if you want.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, you press the Enya key, the little squiggly line, to bring up the console,
Yeah.
and then you just put TGM, enter, and that'll turn on God mode.
Oh, well, son of a bitch. TGM. Good to know. I don't got much more left to me.
Yeah, I did briefly try my hand at modding Skyrim, and I made some fun ones, you know. I did a contest sort of thing with my other friend to see which of us could make the craziest designer drugs in Skyrim.
Gotta love
Mine
that.
ended up being Cocaine 2, the sequel to Cocaine. It's just, I think I
That's
like
great.
sped up time so much that the characters were trying to do their cycles, but they were going so fast that they were just like flying through the air. It's kind of crazy. And there was like wolves everywhere. It was it was terrible.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, and items were flying everywhere too. So there was all these like pots and pans clinking around everywhere.
Awesome.
Transcendental
Love that.
experience.
Warhammer.
Yeah, now we're talking. Hell yeah.
Oh boy. The goods. Oh,
Most frustrating minigame.
I know, right? But easily the funnest.
Yeah. I like the one in Oblivion better because you can like actually see your progress when you have to push up like individual pins, but
Right. Oh yeah.
I guess
yeah.
that was too I guess that was too close to actual lock picking and people were concerned about that.
This is too real. That's actually not okay. Give me that moolah, moolah, moolah.
I think it's so funny how like skeletons in this game will just have like amethysts on them. Like,
Right.
where did you put that?
Yeah. Where have you been hiding that, sir?
It's in my secret skeleton pocket.
He's been holding it in his fucking butt pocket.
I have a pocket that is built directly into my pelvis. Just a
This
hole
dr-
that's been drilled through it.
This Draugr has been keystering an amethyst the entire time.
yeah.
Home run.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Give me your bow. No bow. Oh wait, I saw it.
It's on the ground.
Doesn't like.
Yeah.
Nice try, bitch.
Get wrecked, idiot.
Get wrecked, Imperial. Whoa, that dude died.
Shit.
Oh.
You die in Skyrim, you die in real life.
Now that's Now that's living.
Yeah.
Give me your arrows. The way is clear.
Let's see where this goes.
Have you seen that mod that turns the spiders into Spider-Man?
No. I
It's
would
horrible
love that,
to look
though.
at because they're still stretched over like one of the spider skeletons, right? So they're not like a man. Like they're just like some horrendous creature wearing a Spider-Man suit. It's really terrible to look at, but
That's
very
great.
funny.
No spiders. I don't like spiders.
I think anybody does. These have some nasty venom on them. One time I found Meridia's beacon in a spider nest.
Really?
Yeah, like in one of the eggs, because it was in this cave that was just all spiders, and so the boss chest at the end was just like a particularly large spider egg, pretty much.
Ugh.
And then I open it up, and guess what I fucking find?
That's wild, bro.
A new hand touches the beacon. Ah, here we go again.
Get me out of here! Hi! Come on! It's like the Goonies. What are you doing in the bottom of a well?
That's the bear.
Oh, Mr. Bear, come! Oh, he got me good.
This bear is like easier to beat than any other bear in the game, I swear to God.
You should not be that easy.
Yeah, I mean, they probably do it on purpose, right, for the level design, but
Sure,
it's
sure.
still just like the rest of them will fucking murderfy you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, especially like early in the game.
This is true.
Like the way out. I knew we'd make it.
We're
Out
free.
we go.
We're free.
We are unbound.
Freedom off to Skyrim.
Now, where's my jewel?
Wait. No more. Goodbye, Mr. Dragon.
I wish I could nail the accent that they do.
For good, just stay. No way to know if anyone else.
Yeah, no,
I think
sure.
I would be good at it because I have like Norse family, but they're a little more Germanic than Norse.
Right? Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, Honky Bob has survived
Probably best if we split up.
the entry
For
into
now.
Skyrim.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
Yeah, now we got the whole map Skyrim ahead of us.
And that will be an episode for another time. Because I think
Hell yeah.
that is gonna do it for us here today
Indeed.
in this new game of Skyrim that we are now rocking and rolling.
We're gonna continue playing as Honky Bob.
We are going to continue the adventure of Honky Bob.
All right, so this is a running bit.
Yeah, this will be our running bit for when it's
Okay.
for when it's you and me. Tight.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to another session of Party Bonus, a little riff-raff riffage. Once again, my name is Zach. Thank you again. Big shout out to Bottle Rat for providing our intro and outro music. The song's called Teenage Jacket off the album All My Friends Are Animals. Go check them out. It features our very own Shawnee Saint. You'll get to check them out on next time.
Yep.
And thank you, everyone, to Bainham Books Press / Unveiling Nightmares for giving us this platform to do our podcast. If you didn't know, Dev and I are actually having an anthology coming out very soon in the near future. It's an anthology of some space horror, some sci-fi horror. It'll be coming out in the month of April tentatively, so stick around and wait for more information to come on that one.
Yep. And the stories are all bangers too. I've read all of them. They're fantastic.
They're
You also
phones.
came out with some stuff. You Past Lives came out. I read that. That was good.
I did.
What was the other one again?
Shadows by Night. It's a horror
Shadows by
novel that I just had come out the other week. So go check that out too.
I knew it started with shadows, but in my head it kept being like Shadowrun, and I was like, no, that's the Naruto thing. Like that,
I know, right?
it's something else.
And then you had your story on the podcast that they had too. It was the
Yeah,
go ahead.
Chasing Dreams. That was one of the ones
Yeah,
that's going to be in the upcoming anthology. Yeah, I mean, I got stuff going on. I'm going to be at the book festival in Tucson. If this miraculously reaches someone there, come say hi.
And then you got your webzine.
Yeah, I got my webcomic, doing that. It's kind of on hold at the moment because my artist is having computer issues, but
Gotta love
he'll be
those.
coming back. As technology, just be like that.
It's true stories. True stories.
Links in the
Anywho,
doobly-doo. Yep.
links in the dibbly doo. Thank you, everyone. Until next time.
Y'all teenage.